Hello, today we are going to talk about the topic developing analytical skills. This topic is related to functional English, and this is for those students who are studying functional English as a course um, in their BS, in their ADA, ADP or ADS. Okay, directly moving to word, first of all, we are going to talk about analytical skills. How do we define it? Analytical skills refer to an individual's ability to identify a problem, investigate to find out relevant facts, and find a logical solution. They refer to problem solving skills and making a decision based on insights drawn from the collected information. तो एक्चुअली एनालिटिकल स्किल्स एक ऐसी एबिलिटी होती है जिसमें आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम या इशू आप देखते हैं, फिर आप कोशिश करते हैं कि आप कैसे उस इशू को रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आपने इशू को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए ट्राई करते हैं कि दैट यू फाइंड सम रेलिवेंट फैक्ट्स. Analytical skills are used when detecting patterns, brainstorming ideas, observing data, collecting data, interpreting data, integrating new information, synthesizing information, and making decisions based on the situation. For example, if you just have to write an essay, even and you have a little bit of knowledge about that topic, तो आपने उधर भी analytical skills का इस्तेमाल करना है. For example, that would be a problem for you, and you have to think about different ideas, then you have to write paragraph, you have to arrange the information that is with you. तो analytical skills का commonly daily life में हमारे पास जो है बहुत ज़्यादा इसका इस्तेमाल होता है. Analytical skills are named among the most important skills for young people to become successful by successful businessman Warren Buffett. Analytical skills are among the top 5 skills frequently sought by small companies, large corporations and organizations around the world because it is an ability to collect. So हम इस तरह भी इसे define कर सकते हैं. It is an ability to collect, visualize and analyze information to see the bigger picture or trend behind facts. In other cases, it is an ability to take big pieces of information or the big picture of a situation and deconstruct them to identify the details as well as the systematic trends or links which bring them together. So sometimes यूं होता है कि आपके पास एक बहुत बड़ा इशू हो और आप उसमें से कोई छोटी सी चीज़ निकालना चाहते हो. Over there you use analytical skills. यहाँ आपने अगर कोई छोटी सी चीज़ लेके एक बड़ा generalized analysis देना तब भी आप analytical skills का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. So there is a simple picture that is defining or that could simply give us a glimpse of analytical skills. First of all, there is a problem and you analyze the problem and then you try to find its solution. Okay, now there are different types of analytical skills. If there is a long question in your university or in your paper, then you have to write different types. Then definition wouldn't be sufficient. Our benefits or advantages of analytical skills wouldn't be sufficient. So you have to go through the types as well. And the first type is data analytics. Data analytics is the process of examining data sets to conclude about the information they contain. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको कोई जो जब डेटा दिया जाए और उस डेटा की बेस पे आपने कोई एनालिसिस देना हो कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं यूँ कहूँ कि लाहौर में इतने लोग आप स्मोकर्स हैं तो उनकी बेस पे हम डेटा एनालिसिस करें कि जी किस किस एरिया में कितने कितने स्मोकर हैं, उनकी परसेंटेज क्या है, और अगर हम फर्दर इसके बारे में एनालिसिस करें तो हम कहें कि जी ये स्मोकिंग क्यों हो रही है. सो वी कैन इन्वॉल्व नंबर ऑफ डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स इनटू इट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे भी मैंने एक एग्जाम्पल दी है. यू माइट यूज डेटा एनालिटिक्स टू आंसर व्हाट प्रोडक्ट्स हैव हैड द मोस्ट सक्सेस ड्यूरिंग समर और विंटर मंथ्स. तो ये जो प्रोडक्ट्स या कंपनीज जो प्रोडक्ट्स बना रही हैं या जो आगे सेल आउट कर रहे होते हैं तो वो इन चीज़ों का बड़ा ख्याल करते हैं. जी कौन सी चीज़ ज़्यादा बिक रही है तो वो उस चीज़ की प्रमोशन मजीद करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं, उसे दूसरे एरियाज में भी लॉन्च करते हैं. सो यू कैन यूज प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस, प्रोबेबिलिटी एंड स्टेटिस्टिकल टूल्स एंड इवन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एक्सेल. And the next type of analytical skill is logical thinking. It is when you use reason to analyze a situation and come up with a solution. There are a few different types of logical thinking including. So अब जब आपने अपने brain का इस्तेमाल कर रहे होते हैं, so when you use logic और facts का इस्तेमाल करते हैं तब आप ये logical thinking, और इसमें हमारे पास 3 different types हैं. First of all there is inference, assuming an answer based on facts. We already know, हम कोई चीज़ जैसे assume कर लेते हैं कि अगर एक बात ऐसे है तो दूसरी बात भी वैसे ही होगी. जी जैसे हमने कह लिया यार ये तो अच्छा नहीं है, तो हम उसको उसकी एक चीज़ की बेस पे उसको ओवरऑल करेक्टराइज करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं, तो ये लॉजिकल थिंकिंग का पार्ट है। इंडक्टिव रीजनिंग व्हेन वी ऑब्जर्व अ स्पेसिफिक पैटर्न और फिर हम एक जनरल कंक्लूजन दें, और डिडक्टिव रीजनिंग जब हम जनरल से कोई स्पेसिफिक बात करें। व्हेन आई वाज इन सेकंड ईयर, ओवर देयर वी read in biology के for example there is a sparrow and we say that it has feathers, तो उस बेस पे हमने डिसाइड कर लिया कि जी ऑल बर्ड्स के फेदर्स होंगे। तो ये जो है इंडक्टिव रीजनिंग, मतलब लॉजिक एक से हम जनरल पैटर्न की तरफ, या हम जनरल से हम अगर कह दें कि तमाम परिंदे हैं उनके फेदर्स होते हैं, तो लाइक वाइज पैरों के भी फेदर होंगे, तो ये एक स्पेसिफिक रीजनिंग की तरफ आ जाते हैं। तो यहाँ मैंने एक एग्जांपल दी है। फॉर एग्जांपल एज अ राइटर ऑन अ मार्केटिंग टीम आई माइट यूज लॉजिकल थिंकिंग एंड स्पेसिफिकली इंडक्टिव रीजनिंग बाय टेकिंग एक्शन बेस्ड ऑन अ स्पेसिफिक ट्रेंड I notice about how my company's audience. I may notice a specific pattern, for instance, that our audience is clicking on stories that have investment banking skills in them. तो हम फिर उसी तरह की स्टोरीज को ज़्यादा आगे प्रमोट करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं। मूविंग टूवर्ड द नेक्स्ट टाइप, and that is research. Research, as you know, if we simply define research, it is a systematic, a scientific investigation of something. So analytical people, when they are trying to find information on any topic, they go through or they try to seek all the facts and information before coming to a conclusion. And a smart researcher knows where to find those facts and who to ask for help to get more information. And here are some of the research analytical, like you when you have to write a report on any issue, so you have to gather information. And how do you gather that information? You can go through primary research or secondary research, then you can write that report. You can go for data collection and analysis, and even you can go through critical thinking as well. So all these three are subtypes of research. Moving toward the next type, and that is reading. You know, when we read we get more information. When we read we get more detail about the topic, and even it broadens our mind, even it widens our exposure. So reading books, articles and research papers to expose yourself to different point of views and ideas. For example, what is the point of view of that person on this issue? So when we are reading, we get different point of views on the same issue. For example, reading about the history of separation of Pakistan will help you find different perspectives. The next type is creativity. Analytical skills aren't just about facts and figures, they also require creativity to brainstorm solutions and possible answers to problems. So if you just say that we have to find facts or only facts ki base pe, no, that is not the case. Sometimes you have to use your brain, and you have to be a little bit creative. So creativity helps analytical people move away from the small points and think in the bigger picture. So in the workplace, you might use creative thinking to organize a brainstorming with team members, or to propose uh, product improvement based on a client survey. For example, आप किसी भी प्रोडक्ट को इम्प्रूव करवाना चाहते हैं, तो आप अपनी टीम का जो है उसमें उनसे बात कीजिए जी, आप अपने आइडियाज दें. सो व्हेन दे आर गोइंग टू गिव यू आइडियाज, दिस इज सिंपली creativity. Next is related to communication. Your analytical thinking won't have an impact unless you share it with the team. So communication is really important, and the basic purpose of functional English is also to improve your communication. So if you have ideas but you are unable to convey, or you are unable to share it with the audience or with the set targeted audience, तो फिर तो issue होगा. Not everyone can easily understand data or analytical problem solving. Communication skills help you translate complex analytical ideas into digestible, actionable takeaways for the rest of your team. So here are verbal communication, storytelling, even chart, graph and data presentation. And there is a difference between verbal and non-verbal communication, and I hope so you would be knowing that. Now that was the last type of analytical skill, and now we are moving toward benefits of analytical skill. First of all, it will improve the accuracy of your work, help workers identify errors and problems with products, helps you anticipate future plan, lets you find solution to problems quicker and easier. Analytical skills give you an upper hand in business, helps in making logical and rational decisions, helps in evaluating the impact and effectiveness of marketing campaigns. It helps with time management and prioritizing tasks. An effective analytical skill or style can create a sense of order. So all these benefits are of analytical skills, and you can have these benefits if you have a simple grip on analytical skill and you try to develop these skills in your personality. That's all about today. If you have any question, you can type in the comment box. Thank you so much.